Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We have our guest host. You have to take your headphones off. We have our guest host, Poor Mom's Podcast, Drea and Lex P. Now, we were talking about what's the definition of corny. Now, this comes from L'Oreal. She was on the red carpet interviewing Michael B. Jordan.
The director and the star of Creed 3. And, you know, we know each other. We go way back all the way to Chad Science in Newark, okay?
The corny kid, right?
No, I did not say that. Misquoted for sure. No, you did not hear me say. I said we used to make fun of the name. But yeah, he is obviously killing things out here.
He said the corny kid.
Yeah.
And that conversation was on their podcast where they talked about, you know, Michael B. Jordan being corny and they made fun of him.
That Michael B. Jordan is just like a nice, corny guy. And I don't mean that as a slight, right? I mean, we all know that the nice, corny guys treat you the best.
You know, it's so crazy. I went to school with Michael B. Jordan at a point in life, and we went to Chad Science together in Newark. And to be honest with you, we teased him all the damn time because his name was Michael Jordan. Let's start there. And he was no Michael Jordan. And then he also would come to school with headshot. And back then, that was like in the hood. We lived in Newark.
Yeah.
Like that's the hood. You know what I mean? So we would make fun of him. Like, what you gonna do with your little stupid headshot?
Well, he did a lot with those headshots, but to be fair, that wasn't it wasn't L'Oreal
That
who called him corny.
No, it wasn't L'Oreal.
I saw it was Dominique the Diva.
Correct.
She even posted yesterday, any black man that dates white women is corny to me. You know what I mean? And Dr. Umar liked that tweet.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did.
Right.
Straight shot.
But L'Oreal went to school with him in Newark. Shout to L'Oreal. So we're asking.
We got to give it context too. It's not like she was saying Michael B. Jordan is corny now. She's saying. They were saying, I don't know. I don't know. I guess Dominique is saying he's corny now, but L'Oreal was saying he was corny back then in high school.
Right. What's the definition of corny? Do y'all feel that way?
I think people define corny as like you kind of just a square. Like, you know, you look at guys that like have all the women, the swag, and it's probably like he just didn't have the swag then.
But they be corny too.
That's my point.
Right.
These dudes that be out here sleeping with 5 and 6 women and, you know, passing STDs around and got 9 and 10 baby mamas. That's corny to me.
I agree.
I think like it's subjective,
you
know, to everybody. But I can tell that comment obviously stuck with him for him to like even bring it up.
Absolutely. I'm sure. I mean, because people make fun about that and the fact that he, you know, allegedly likes white girls. Well, Charlamagne's big on that one.
That mean them jokes that L'Oreal them used to do in high school must have been good. Bro.
Yeah.
When you it must have been tearing his ass up in
you
class.
can even see with his body language, just like he was like, who corny now?
But I'm not mad at that. I'm Michael B. Jordan now. I'm the sexiest man alive. I'm making millions of
Allegedly.
dollars. Yeah.
Allegedly sexiest man alive.
Oh, behind me, you right. But like when it gets to I'm the same way. Like, who corny now?
Right.
There's nothing wrong with it, but they say Russell Wilson is corny. Why? Because he take care of his girl?
Yeah.
Because he not street? Like,
I don't know. I feel like nobody has the license to call anybody corny because I think everybody does corny stuff sometimes.
And you're corny to somebody.
Everybody is corny to somebody. These people that think we corny.
Yeah.
The stuff that I think is corny nowadays at my big age is people that, you know, still doing childish things at a grown age. You know what I'm saying? If you're still doing criminal things at a grown age, you know what I mean? If you're still disrespecting, you know, groups of people at a grown age, that's what's corny to me. If you're not taking care of your family, that's what's corny to me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Agree.
I don't look at Michael B. Jordan as corny. I look at he came from Newark, and Newark is a place where people don't do the things that he do typically. So the fact that he was going to school with a headshot and probably practicing his lines, he knew what he wanted to do.
He knew what he wanted to do.
And he's there now.
I ain't gonna lie,
and that's why he is who he is.
Walking around school with a headshot is crazy.
Until you become a Hollywood superstar.
I mean, I'm not hating on it. It's just like, where are you going?
What were y'all walking
to
around
Hollywood.
with? Period. But I'm sure it's something y'all wanted to do when y'all was young that everybody was like, man, y'all bugging.
I don't think I walked around school with anything.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Damn, I'm sorry y'all ain't had no dreams and aspirations.
I wasn't in no extracurricular activities or nothing in high school. I just went to school and went home.
I played sports. I was on my
Exactly.
Yeah, you played. So then you used to walk around with your volleyball.
Nothing on me.
But what was your sport?
Volleyball.
So I'm sure you probably walked around with the volleyball. Now, by the way, that's something that black people don't know nothing about, no damn volleyball. If you had a basketball, they'd be like, okay.
Yeah. Right.
You were definitely the corny girl with the volleyball.
I wasn't corny now. Hold on, Envy.
Because I don't even know none of the rules in volleyball. What did it say?
either.
Foul, left?
Spike. I know Spike.
I know Spike.
And then I wasn't even the tallest girl on the team, but I played middle because I had a high vertical. It was a good, like, it was like cool. It wasn't bad.
It was mostly white girls on the team, right?
I was like literally one of 6 black people in my class that graduated at my school. So yeah, it was definitely.
People probably thought you was corny being around all them white people.
Yeah.
So you
They
didn't.
probably did. They still think I'm corny because when
Really?
I tell like I went to an all white school, they were like, oh, that's why she act like that. But it is what it is.
But being a DJ, you was corny if you was being a DJ back then.
No, that's
yes,
just you.
yes, you was.
Back in the day.
Because it was never a career.
Or the
It could never be a
light
career.
skin.
They just thought it was a hobby.
That's not true. DJs ain't never been corny.
Yes,
That's
they
what I
have.
was
No.
gonna say. I don't think so.
No.
Well,
It was just
the
you.
schools that I went to was corny. Like I went
In New York?
Hampton University
You a liar.
in my college.
You a liar.
It's not. No, it's the
You
truth.
just gonna lie like that for
No,
no
it's
reason.
the truth. Because
The birthplace of hip hop.
Hampton University, you were.
Tell them your original
A
DJ
business
name.
school.
No.
I'm
Tell them
ready
your
to
original
hear
DJ name.
Let's go to the phone line.
Tell them your original DJ
I
name.
gotta hear it now.
Listen, I had glasses, I had braces, and I was 5'2", 5'3".
Corny. Now.
What was the name?
DJ Shrimp.
That's why they thought he was corny. Everything he just said. Glasses, braces, a humpback. You know what I mean?
I didn't say humpback.
And his name DJ Shrimp.
I did have acne
DJ
too.
Shrimp
But
is
that's all right
wild.
though. I ain't corny now, am I?
Yes.
Shut up.
Period. It's
Hello?
DJ Envy.
Hello, what's your name, mama?
Hey, my name is Niecy.
Hey, Niecy.
I'm
What's
from Fayetteville.
Fayetteville? What's corny to you, mama?
So I hate when guys take pictures with like a stack of money to their ear,
Yes, ma'am.
That's corny.
or
Yes,
just
ma'am.
like talk about money in general, pull out a stack, and I hate that. I think that's so whack and lame.
I agree with you. That is
Because
so
he
corny.
shocked he got it.
Yeah, he can't believe it. He got to have picture evidence.
800-585-1051. We're asking, what's your definition of corny? And ladies, would you talk to a corny guy? It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. So we're asking 800-585-1051. What's your definition of corny, and would you ever talk to a corny guy? So ladies, would y'all ever talk to a corny guy?
Have.
Oh, you have?
Yes.
If I define him as corny, no. But if everybody else think he's corny, I don't care what everybody else
Yeah, they
thinks.
corny to me.
What's the
Yeah.
corny guy you spoke to or dated?
And why do you
It's
consider
been
him
a
corny?
few. I don't
Jesus.
know. I feel like, when I'm done with people, they can be kind of corny to me afterwards.
Oh, that's just you hating.
No,
You just mad that they moved on. That's all that is. You
but
just
I be
hating.
cutting them off.
Okay.
I think sometimes you'll deal with
Like,
somebody and you
like-
realize like they did some corny shit. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
They did some corny stuff.
Like what?
Right.
What do y'all can see? See, when ladies say corny is different, this means that he probably messed with another young lady or something like that.
I feel like if you
Cheating is corny.
can't be honest with me and get me with your honesty and just keeping it 100, and then I found out like you lied, not even about another woman, about just anything.
Yeah.
That's corny to me because you don't feel like your real self is good enough.
Lying and cheating is corny. I agree with y'all.
Yeah.
That is. I agree with that.
Hello, who's this? Hello? Hello? Nikki!
Hey,
Hey, Nikki, good morning.
good morning.
We're
Good
asking,
morning, Breakfast Club.
Peace.
good morning, what's your definition of corny, and have you ever dated a corny guy, or would you date a corny guy?
My definition of corny is just somebody who I feel like tries too hard, honestly. I think none of us will want to date a corny guy until we find out that the corny guy is somebody like Michael B. Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure he wasn't who he is now when he was in high school or whenever L'Oreal met him. And to find out that the corny guy that you went to high school grows up to be somebody like Michael B. Jordan, it's like, oh,
That's right.
maybe I shouldn't have called him corny back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
And let's be real, all of the cool kids were really the corny ones back in the day because the coach's definition of cool was usually some criminal nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you like the thug. You like the dude that's selling dope. You know what I mean? The dude that done been to jail 2 and 3 times. The dude can't read. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's corny.
Right. Hello, who's this?
Hey, my name is Stan.
Hey, Sam, good morning.
Good morning. I'm from Columbia, South Carolina, so shout out to Charlamagne.
The 803 Metro.
And I was,
Charlamagne seemed like he was corny as a teen, doesn't he?
I've never been corny because I've always been me.
I wasn't a
Period.
teen when he was a teen, but when he was on Hot 103.9 when I was coming up, he seemed pretty cool to me. So
Early 20s. I'm all joking aside, I've always been relatively cool.
No, that's a damn
I
lie.
really have.
You seem like the corny
him.
guy.
I believe
I've
it.
always been me.
I seen a
You know what
picture
I'm
with you
saying?
when you had them stupid ass glasses, and you got your eyebrows done.
First of all, I got my eyebrows arched. Two girls gassed me up to get my eyebrows arched. They told me that Tupac got his eyebrows arched.
Charlamagne, you can't be arching your eyebrows and calling Envy Dominican.
That was stupid. That was stupid.
Exactly.
I went through
That's not corny. That's not corny. Get your eyebrows off.
I went through a phase.
No, this isn't corny.
Oh, you did it a few times, not just once.
Oh no, I went a bunch of times. But I think I have this natural arch now because of all them times back in the day I got it arched. I used to have them natural. I used to have them stupid thin ones too. It looked so stupid.
Not the thin ones.
Yeah, it looked dumb as hell.
He wanted to be a baddie.
But let the
so
lady
bad.
talk.
I'm sorry, Sam. Go ahead,
We
Mama.
sorry, girl.
Well, I was just saying what I thought was corny. I don't think corny fits into one category. I think it's whenever you're your inauthentic self.
That's right.
So, like, I talked to one guy. He pretended to be a drug dealer for whatever reason.
Wow.
Oh, that's real.
And I mean, I'm a college girl. Well, I was a college girl, and so I'm like, why did you pretend to be a drug dealer? Like,
Because college girls like drug dealers.
no, not this one. No, I'm good. And like, he pretended to be a drug dealer. And he was like, he was gonna pay all my bills and everything. So me and my sister, we knew he was lying. So we were just like, okay, well, come pay this bill. And so he was like, well, I can't pay this bill, but I got some pills you could sell. And he literally tried to give us a bag of vitamins. Like, I know I'm not
What school you was going
a
to?
drug dealer.
He was trying to get you
College.
shot.
Oh, I love Columbia College. That was the all-girls school.
That's
Yes.
You know I know.
You better stop.
You over there reminiscing.
I know, right? You better stop.
Columbia College.
Stop crazy.
that eyebrow went up.
Eyebrow went up. What's the moral of the story, man?
Listen, there's a lot of moral to the story, but I will say something she said is very true. She said that you're corny when you're being inauthentic. The times I've ever been self-aware enough to know I'm being corny right now, the times I know I wasn't being myself.
I agree with that.
That to me is corny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I wish L'Oreal would have stood on her square on that red carpet. I do wish that. I wish she would have just been like,
You are corny.
yeah, we did used to say that about you in school. You know what I mean? Because at the end, she said, you're not corny no more.
Yeah.
Right.
So you can't say you didn't call him corny, but then at the end, throw that little shot at him. You know what I mean?
But you know what, too? And you probably get this, and I'm sure y'all get this as well. You do so much TV, podcast, radio, and everything. Sometimes you forget what you say.
No,
and you got to check
You can't,
yourself
though.
sometimes. Like, damn, did I see it happen to you all the time? You're like, damn, did I really say
But
that?
that's because I've been doing it for 25 years.
Yeah, L'Oreal, I've been doing it for at least 10 years.
No.
You don't think so?
No, L'Oreal ain't been on that radio for no damn 10
Not
years.
10 years,
I
but
don't think
radio,
she been on there
podcast,
5.
and all that.
I mean, but she talks about a lot of
different
topics.
topics.
She was probably
Yeah.
just thinking about it in passing and just forgot about it, you know?
But Michael B. Jordan is different because she went to school with Michael B. Jordan.
Right,
So
right.
but she did not call him corny.
No.
It was Dominique the Diva. So her saying that, I didn't call you corny was true.
Right.
It's just a little shot at the end when she said, you're not corny no more.
I was saying, you rich and corny. You better shut us up. You gotta make a
I
little
see,
joke
yeah.
and move on.
Yeah.
All right. Well, when we come back,
Salute
we
to
got your
L'Oreal,
rumors. And, of course, the ladies of Poor Minds Podcast are still co-hosting with us, Dre and Lex P. So don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.